Look at these two visuals. Such a heated exchange, unprecedented in world history between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Donald Trump. And this interaction between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump, barely few days apart. One therefore cannot help but wonder, how did India possibly evade any such ugly showdown on camera in Washington DC? Multiple reasons for that, I feel. Let's go one by one. Political astuteness. India, ever since the COVID pandemic and especially in the past 3 years, for example, because of the Russia-Ukraine war, has been consistently forced to take a stand between Russia and Ukraine, but both were India's friends. Russia, in fact, has been a big ally to India. So India kept a non-aligned approach at a huge risk to upset the Western powers. Country's leadership visiting both the nations, reminding them that humanitarian support for both nations will always be India's priority, but it does not intend to become a part of this war. Frankly, not our circus, not our clowns. And look how the USA has completely changed their tone now on the Russia-Ukraine war. Biden administration was fully supportive of Zelensky, funding them with billions of dollars over the past 3 years. Hopeful that Ukrainian territory will become a strategic American territory too in some way. While the USA now under Donald Trump says, you do not have the cards to argue anymore and you've been ungrateful to the US aid that has been coming in. Also, one needs to understand Donald Trump's temperament here. Zelensky himself adding in later interviews that possibly this could have been handled better. Getting triggered, giving a full-on show to Donald Trump was not the most mature decision. Prime Minister Narendra Modi did face a similar risk this time of how an unpredictable Trump could behave, especially on tariff and immigration. He had already been giving statements on India. But notice how even before meeting Donald Trump in the 2.0 administration, Indian Minister Jai Shankar and officials had prior discussions on the sidelines in the USA with American administration officials. Prime Minister Modi also met J.D. Vance and his family separately in France to break the ice, so to say. So what do you see here? Building on a collective relationship, picking on the surround sound, rather than just land up and have a direct confrontation. Number 2, India's stable economy. Let's be honest here. One reason India is respected and not messed around with right now is our stable economy in a world where ever since the COVID pandemic, many nations could not even recover. The International Monetary Fund in the latest in a statement has said, I quote it here, real GDP is expected to grow at 6.5% in 2024-25 and 25-26, supported by robust growth in private consumption on the back of sustained macroeconomic and financial stability. All of this for India. Business Today in its report adds, India is set to retain its position as the world's fastest growing major economy. The forecast, driven by strong private investment, macroeconomic stability, underscores India's economic resilience despite global uncertainties. This, without a doubt, gives India an edge in the world geopolitics, especially at a time we have seen where uncertainties and unpredictable leadership. And may our economy remain strong in the years to come. And finally, number 3, Indians in the USA and world over. Every country's leadership, especially with the USA's incumbent president, wants to simply know how does this other nation that we want to have an alliance with benefit them. A fair point too. And Donald Trump realizing that when it comes to Indian origin communities, look no further. He has trusted a few for the top jobs in his own administration. Indian talent otherwise playing a key role in the growth of America. Indian skilled workers received 72.3% of all H-1B visas that was issued between October 2022 and September 2023. This is according to the data shared by the government in Rajya Sabha. And we consistently see engagements as well diplomatically over concerns of visa delays or rejections if they come in. Even the US government data supports this over 70% of all approved H-1B petitions going to Indians. This report in the Indian Express quotes from the US Citizenship and Immigration Services that top American companies also prefer H-1B beneficiaries, which means many Indians, especially in the IT and STEM research companies. So as you can see, it's been a collective effort, political will and people-to-people bridge to ensure that India is seen strong on the table. Because with an unexpected, unpredictable Trump talk, one can never be sure what will come around and on cameras. Thank you for watching.